We hope we found a fix for it. I'll just let J.Hub talk so we can hopefully see if it's working.
So probably I will be echoing with Sean. I have no idea why. But the most important part is that we have the game.
I think the issue is related to an update that Assetto did, and that it has probably affected the broadcasting tool or the stream.
Yeah, I guess so too.
Yeah, can we get a confirmation from chat?
Yeah, we have no viewers.
We have one person watching. Oh crap.
Yeah.
I see 2 people watching right now, but the stream is on pause. We have 3 people watching right now.
Stream should be working now.
My stream keeps freezing. I don't know if that's happening to you as well. It keeps on pausing.
I don't know. Should be visible.
Maybe it's a YouTube thing.
I don't know.
See.
So we got 1 viewer. Should be 1 viewer.
Yeah, I see 1 viewer.
Yeah, probably created a second stream. Yeah, that's live at the moment. So let me see real quick if I can end the previous stream link, because that's a confusion probably.
Well, quali's over.
Yeah. So people are dripping in, as it looks like.
I see 2 people watching, or am I don't know if I'm in. Am I watching the right stream?
Yeah.
3 people.
I don't know if I can. Let me post a new link in the previous stream.
I don't know if I'm in. Am I watching the right stream?
Yeah.
3 people.
Yeah, the viewers are coming in back again. So Tommy Schutz is saying smiley face. So he's for.
Is that a confirmation that we can? Is that a confirmation that our audio is fine now?
Yeah.
Or is that a smiley face because of? Oh really? Oh man.
Yeah. Should be okay now, ish.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're waiting for the start in 4 minutes. just to give you an overview what the result was of the qualification. So Jordi Sanders ended up first, Ilke Leijnen second, Chris Downing third, Martijn Breuker fourth, Tommy Schet fifth, Constantine dropped back to sixth, Boldinger in seventh, Van Geffen eighth, and 9 was Chad Harry, and 10th position Stedmeyer. So Stedmeyer is the latest driver who joined our league today. So P10, quite good. We have a couple of minutes to go. John, let's have a look at a on-lap video here in Branch Heads.
We're still Daft Punkish.
Yeah, we probably will be. So Branch Heads, right downhill, braking back to third, uphill, braking back to first gear, making sure you don't hit that throttle too quick, otherwise you'll spin out. Holding back here on the left side into the curb, not running wide too much, otherwise it will be a off-track warning there. Holding back in seconds, throttling up to third, uphill, long straight here, all the way up till fifth and sixth. Was not even in this Ferrari in this time. Right under in fourth. Braking on time, taking the inside line on the curbs. Just a little wide there, you can run off. Uphill again and braking on time for the shortcut over the curb. Don't run right here. Brake on time, left close hander and throttling up down straight for the last corner before start finish. And braking inside line, little curb there. Don't hit the throttle too quick, otherwise you will end up in the sand. And full throttle towards start and finish. That's a full lap that we have here in Branch Heads.
Chad says Van Geffen back in the top 10 after fixing his brake pedal. That's good news.
Well, Sean, predictions 1, 2, 3.
I'm really curious to see, because what happened last week is that Jordi Sanders was, of course, was away in GT4, and I think James Ensby won the race.
Yep.
So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with this one. I mean, Sanders is back, and Ensby. Can we see what Ensby qualified?
I think. Let me have a look real quick. Ensby 15, position 15 at the moment behind Jamie Ellis.
Yes, I'm really curious to see if it's gonna be like a charge through the midfield to get into that top 3. And I'm also curious to find out what happened, but that's something we'll maybe be able to ask him in the post-race interview.
Yeah.
I know that your money always used to be on Chris Downing. Well, at least he's on a P3 right now, so who knows? A cool thing to see is that Martijn Breuker is on P4, so that's a really great improvement. I don't know if it's because of that new podium steering wheel that he got, or he's just really feeling confident today and just going all out.
Yeah, knowing him, and this is not his favorite track, I'm really surprised with the P4 on here from him.
Yeah. By the way, see that we have a new driver in this race. It's called I think it's Stedmeyer.
Yeah.
And it's his first race. So in chat he's saying, hopefully I don't get wrecked in turn 1. Would be a sad first race. We hope as well that you get to the finish line. It would be nice to finish the first race.
Yeah. So Marcel Stedmeyer enrolled yesterday with a Lexus, starting number 33. So. We'll keep a close eye on him to see how he's doing.
Yeah, and the formation lap is on the way.
Yep. So Jordi Sanders, Noke Line and Chris Downing 1, 2 and 3. Taking first few corners here to heat up the tires. And let's see if they can keep it clean. So followed by Martijn Breuker, Tommy Schets and Constantine 4, 5, 5th and 6th.
Oh, it looks like the game is bugging out a bit there.
Yeah, it's a helicam.
There are cars.
Oh no! Cars are invisible to each other in the formation lab, so nobody can pick up any damage there. Only spins and the wall can do damage in this formation lab. Good to know. Yeah, for the viewers just joining, Daft Punk is not a filter that we're using, but some sort of issue we are having since the latest update with Assetto Corsa, and especially on the server side, it seems.
It could be because the game was updated and they split a few parts off, so...
Yep.
Yeah, maybe we should... maybe this Daft Punk thing becomes something, and we'll just do every stream like this.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think the listeners and the viewers at home can deal with that for the rest of the season though.
I can already see the thumbs down coming in.
Oh yeah.
Stream, but sorry guys, we're doing our best and. Still we got a stream, even though we're robotic and I'm hearing myself in triple voice. But that's quite interesting.
Do you have the YouTube feed on by any chance? Because
no,
okay. Okay, because that's what happened to me as well. I was hearing myself. I'm like, oh wait, I need to mute the YouTube feed.
No, this is all streaming software, unfortunately.
Green light, go go go.
Green light.
Hey, green lights.
Here we go.
Let's see, a little hit there in the back. Shot Harry, Hogeveen also in collision. Yep, Baldinger as well. Let's see how they go through this corner. Muscats follow down back in the field. First pack seems to be clear. The back
the
here.
turn one is going smooth.
Quite some, yeah.
Yeah.
Inside line, 2 wide. Little off there. Manglo here at 15, just been overrun almost. A Rage F1. Okay, let's have a look real quick for the accident. The replay from Hogeveen. What happened there?
I see a car going out of the track limits.
Yeah. Just a little wide here, that's it. Okay,
yeah.
Let's have a look at Chilteri. Yeah, I saw a little hit here. Yeah, just a little hit in this corner.
Oh,
just
I think it's Touché there. I think he gets hit by the Lamborghini.
Yeah. Alright, let's follow up. So Jordi Sanders still first position. Nokeline moved up. Sorry, correction. Still stayed second. Chris Downing third.
I see.
Running a little light here.
I see that Martijn Breuker has dropped 1 position to P5.
Yep. Just 1 down.
But it's a pretty narrow gap because he's almost a second behind Schets.
Yeah, he's dropping down a little bit on the pace of Tommy Schets. Being followed by Van Geffen. And in the back there, Constantine and Chilteri battling for 7th and 8th position. See how this fight goes. Just a little gap there. drop it a little down there. Jamie Ellis with Chris Locado. Just hitting start finish. Defending there for the inside line. I think that's race F1, yeah. Behind Eddie Ogve. Going in a slipstream, taking the inside line here. Making it safe. Still back, further back. Profestar and Ace van der Velde. Third, fourth and fifth, Peter Das, St. Laurent and Morphy battling in the back. Oh, and we got a spin. I think that was Rage F1. Don't know, sure. No, it was not Rage. Who was it? Who was it? I think this. Yeah, Peter Das. Just turning a little wide. Ooh, we had a collision there at the Merc. They're back.
In these cases, I wonder if the Merc shouldn't have just waited for all the cars to pass and then continued on the track, because otherwise it's a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, I think that Peter Das didn't have the turning circle to avoid the Merc, but it didn't seem too bad on the damage side. But you can say it from me, of course. Go further up. Martijn Breuker battling with Vergeffen for position number 5. So Joris Sanders in front, comfortably. Number 1, followed by No Klein and Chris Doning.
I see James Ensby's moved up to 14.
Yep. What the gaps that we are having are quite small here. Martijn Breuker, followed by Vergeffen still, battling for position number 5. Followed online. Manglu as well, battling.
Vergeffen is getting real close to Martijn now.
They're definitely in the same pace at the moment.
Yeah, I think if he keeps him up, he'll grab him from the slipstream.
Yep.
So far, I think all the drivers are still in. We don't have a DNF, right?
Yeah, 23 drivers still active.
Nice.
So Sniper asking for some split times. Unfortunately, the tool that's been provided by Assetto Corsa isn't working since the last update, so it's quitting constantly. We're doing our best to give you any information, but bear with us, please.
Normally, at least the game is not broken, but like for streamers, this is posing a big problem, and I don't think the people at Assetto either. I hope they know, but I don't know if it's a priority for them with these things. I think that it's a priority to keep the game stable and running. But yeah, it kind of gives us issues with these things.
Yeah, we're trying to do our best for what we can do at the moment. So we still see Jordi Sanders first position, O'Klein, Chris Downing chasing him. Let's see if they can catch up.
I think normally by in other races, by this time we would have had either a massive crash or somebody in the pits or a possible DNF. So it's really nice to see that the drivers are just driving safe and clean. I have to give a compliment for that.
Yeah, sorry for following Elgato so long. The apps that we use for broadcasting are not connecting with the server, so this is unfortunately something on the backend side of from Assetto Corsa, something we cannot correct quite easily. So we have to follow, unfortunately, the race with Chris.
It's his moment to shine, so I hope he so he performs. The spotlight is on him.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, let me try to connect to the server again, if that will help. Stay with us for just a sec.
Green light, give it all you can.
So we're back in the game, should be okay with Switching cameras again. So following Chris here, third position. Chasing after Nokline in second.
I don't. Oh yeah, okay. The stream was for me brief moment there on. We'll be right back, but it's back.
Yeah, should be back.
Nice.
Let's see the gaps that we have. Ajit, Chad Harry following Konstantin for 6th with a gap of 1.2 seconds. And followed afterwards by Delgado. Trying to catch up for position number 7. See, follow down the line. Sulemanglu battling with Hogeveen. So only 3/10. Quite intensive battle there going on. And also Ilko Hogeveen in 11th following up within that second.
Can you see the gap between Jordi Sanders and Okolainen?
Yeah, so it's a 3.5 and decreasing depending on the corner. So
Okay.
still quite stable.
And do the drivers have to come in for a pit stop, or is it without a pit stop?
There's a race without a pit stop. No mandatory pit. No.
Okay.
So Chris Downing chasing after Nokline here for second. So within a second. Interesting to see if he can keep up with the pace that they have at the moment. So his best 124.3. And yours
We
best
switched
123.6. If we go a little further down the line, St. Laurent here, just running wide. We did overtaken Peter Das, Rage F1. And,
I think that is considered a leaving the track and gaining an advantage.
Well, gaining I wouldn't say because he lost 2 places.
Oh, did he lose? I thought you said he gained 2 places.
No, he was overtaken by Peter Das and Rage F1, so definitely no advantage on his side.
It does look like he has some damage on the right side of his car.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely on the front as well.
Yeah.
Interesting to see if this damage is big enough to take a pit. With a 45-minute race, now 29 minutes left. Probably not if he can continue with this damage.
I don't know if
take some time off.
I don't know if the damage is affecting his car in such a way that you saw him going off the track then in a bit. So I don't know if the damage is affecting that as much, because if it keeps up, he'll have to go in.
Yep. There's no choice then. Rafa Star here, following Azor for 12th position, so within a second. Move a little up, Van Geffe here, being followed by James Ensby for position number 9.
Wow! I see more and more drivers leaving the track. Oh, and there's a slight touch there.
Yep, they're definitely battling.
So in these races, if the drivers have any damage, if they cause any damage, or if they're caught up in a crash, does that affect their safety rating?
Yeah, it does. So they get collision damage, and that will decrease your safety rating and your racecraft.
Okay. Oh, somebody's going off the track there.
Somebody definitely going wide. I don't know who was it.
I think it was a purple tinted car.
That was Probably paid. Can't say anymore. Nokeline still battling with Chris Downing for second and third position here. The Bentley versus the Ferrari. So all gaps are quite stable. Few fights going on. Delgado is one with Van in his Bentley, followed by Ansby in his Audi. Alright. Ooh, that was quite a big touch.
Oh no!
Yep, with K.
Oh, wow, and he's hit the pit wall.
Yeah, severe damage. He has no choice to go into the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
oh man.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's gonna be a DNF or.
Azer, well, he chooses to continue.
Maybe that's because he couldn't enter the pit and he can't go.
Yeah.
Oh man, that damage looks really bad.
Yeah, it's bad. That could end up in a incident report, I would say.
I think that's a fact. Yeah, the steward's gonna have his hand full with that one.
Yeah, gladly they have footage now. Van here battling in 9th position with Delgado in front of him and James Ansby behind. Still for position 9, 10 and 11. So is in first, a gap of a second, so he's dropping down a little in his pace.
That's pretty that's a pretty impressive Nokeline because the gap was 3.5.
Yeah.
And the gap between Downing and Nokeline, is that increasing?
So that's a 1.5 gap in behind, so quite
stable. They're also pretty tight.
Yeah, between the second and 2 seconds.
And the fastest, what did Souders drive for quali to get P1?
That's a very good question. I didn't know that.
Ah, okay. And what's his fastest lap now?
His fastest lap is a 1:23.6.
Okay.
Nokeline at 24.1.
Okay.
So they're quite close. 5 tenths. Yeah, 5 tenths. But it looks like Joris Sanders is losing some pace here, or Nokeline have found some. Interesting. See, of course. See the gap here, Robert Constantine with Judd Harry for position number 5 and 6. Still fighting for that position. Delgado with Van still and Ansby. Position 8, 9 and 10. Christoph Bijlands here for position number 13 within 0.5. Yeah, probably the rear field, the latest top 20 till 25, all damage.
I see a reason coming in for the crash between Kagan and I think Azar.
The same.
So what he is saying is Just quickly grab it. I think he said something about an understeer.
Okay, yeah.
He said, let me grab that quickly. He says, so sorry, Van der Velde. I just got little understeer and I didn't think to hit you, so just report and sorry again. Oh, that's sportsmanship.
Yep. So Chris still battling here with Geff and Ansby. Still close. Looks like Van Geff has some damage on the left side. See what they can do. Ansby trying to pass Van Geff, it looks like. I don't think actually that's Ansby, because it's an Aston and Ansby is driving an Audi. So Ansby is a little, yeah, fell a little down. So that's probably a lapper in between.
Oh wow.
It's, yeah, it's Stadmeyer, so the new driver. So he is being lapped, probably a bit, I would say. And he's in the line with our friends in the Bentley, of in the Aston. So no, it's, yeah, in the Bentley. Yeah, Geffen and Delgado. So the gap in front at the moment is 2.1. Jordi Sanders and Asa Nokleine. 1.3 for Nokleine and Chris Downing. So there are still some possibilities there. 20 minutes to go. Isn't that big of a gap as we normally see with Jordi Sanders?
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised.
Give you a little overview of the times. So 24, 70 laps, and we're dropping down from Peter Das in laps.
So the gap is 2.4 now between Nokleine and Sanders?
So actually 1.7 at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So that's dropping and raising every lap. So the gap with Chris is a little narrower, 1.2, 1.1. Even less now. So they're still betting. Saw some blue flags there. Back marker, probably Peter Das, just giving away nicely there. Small gaps here, Dembroskis with Breilands. Front, Rafa Star. Eddie Oosterbrugge 13, 14 position here. That's Eddie Oosterbrugge in his Bentley. Quite stable fight there. Jeroen Weideman, position number 15 with Jamie Ellis. So within a second.
I see that the P4 and the 5 are driving pretty consistent. There's no change there.
Yeah, Tommy Schetz, 124.5 is quickest lap, and Martijn Breuker 124.8, so they're quite on the similar pace. For 125.7, 25.8 last lap, so within 1/10. So this is the hottest battle up front. Okay, so Asa, Klein and Chris Downing. The Ferrari against the Bentley. Just be following Chris here real quick on board. See the gap in front there, Jordi Sanders turning in the first corner. It's only 1.1 second with Asa and Klein. So top 3 really close. Greffe still battling here with James Ansby. So now it actually is James Ansby, position number 10. Side by side almost, taking the inside line here, braking on time, giving space.
Oh,
An acceleration problem there for the Bentley van Vergeffen. Taking the inside line. Ooh, just side by side, taking slipstream again. He's not giving up there, James Ansby.
oh, he's real close now.
Yep, taking the inside line again.
Oh,
Oof. Let's go inside, how it looks like. James Ansby following up here in the slipstream. Well, it's such a narrow track, you don't have that many places you can overtake. So you have to wait and grab that chance that you get. Yeah, should be coming here side by side, taking slipstream, inside line and out braking in it. Oh, good driving there from Vergeffen. Or just staying very clean by Ansby, just how you want to call it. So Chris Downing being chased up by Tommy Schets. In his Honda. So only 1.2 seconds behind there. So Jordi Sanders just increased the gap a little bit to Asa Klein, 2.7 at the moment. And increasing until 4 now with this corner.
well, we're at the almost at the 13-minute mark, so it's going pretty fast.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on there. Martijn Breuker battling with Tommy Schets as well. So this is a back marker, he's overtaking on the blue flags. Ajit Chowdhury and behind of Martijn Breuker here. 1.3 second gap. Shouldn't be right. Should be more.
It's nice to see that Chowdhury is up there in 6th. I know that he had a few crashes and a few DNFs in the past races.
Yeah, as well with a little hit there in the beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, the gap is increasing between Martijn Breuker and Ajit Chowdhury. So Vergeffen is still battling here. James Ansby still trying. Keeping it clean. So the Audi versus the Bentley. Bentley, of course, very stable in the corners. Audi, a little quicker in acceleration compared to the Bentley. Making the inside line again here. And he actually took the position. James Ansby moving up.
Nice.
9. Nice clean run there. The top still quite clean. This is the interesting battle at the moment. So Eddie Oosterberg is still in the fight here with Christoph Breilands, position number 13. In the back, all quite big gaps. Jeff is still here with the Aston Martin, the back marker. James Ansby in front now, position 9 of course. Logado here, Lob Constantine, 1.3 second gap. Space up with Chris, position 2 and 3. Still almost the same gap. Joris Alnos comfortably in position number 1. 5.7 second gap at the moment to Esa No Kleine. Tommy Schets here. Running against the Lexus, and that's probably Morphy. Back marker. I actually overtook him.
Nice.
Logado here still fighting with Robert Constantin. Session number 7. So less than 10 minutes to go. Sean, do you foresee any changes top 5?
To be honest, no. I think these guys have it locked down. They've been driving so consistently and so clean. I think it's going to be the way it is. I think you're happy for Chris Downing because he's in a P3, you know, and I'm personally happy for Martijn Breuker because I know like he's been a little bit in that midfield in the past couple of races, and now he's best of the rest together with Tommy Schet, so that's really nice to see.
Yeah, and of course he's in the team with Jordi Sanders, so they're picking up points now.
Yeah, it's going to help them in the standings because Sanders wasn't, at least for GT4, Sanders wasn't there last week, so at least in GT3 it's going to help them a lot, I hope.
Let's see if he got some gaps. Mischets here, position number 4. Quite a big gap to Martijn Breuker, so he's quite safe. Logado here with Constantine, still battling position number 7. Van Geffe here. Position number 10, just passed by James Ansby, as we saw in the previous lap. A little farther back here, Chris Breilands, Eddie Oosterberg, position 13 and 14. So the back is all quite stable compared to the gaps. See if we can do here something. Taking the inside line.
Oh.
And keeping it clean. Back in that slipstream. Feeling the pressure probably.
Yeah.
Breilands.
I'm happy for Stedmeyer to see that he's still in the race. Before the race started, he hoped he would survive the turn 1 and that he would be able to continue the race. I'm happy to see that he's still in the race.
He's not doing that bad. first race.
Yeah. I think we have only one DNF right now, and that is Kagan, I think.
Yeah, and Azo van der Velde is still in pit, so he's also in DNF.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah. So back mark at the moment, Justin St. Laurent, position 24th. Peter Das, of course we saw.
Does St. Laurent have some damage on the front? Or at least it looks like he has some pretty severe damage on the front.
Yeah, I think he had that crash that we saw earlier, and he decided to continue driving, and that's also costing him a lot of time, of course.
Yeah.
Baldinger, yeah, position 19, still quite a few seconds behind Ilko Hoogveen in 18th. Weilands, position 13, still followed by Eddie Oosterbrugge. Vergeffen 10th by Rafa Star, just a little further behind, so this is not Rafa Star. Rafa Star's here. And he's been followed by Gaston Brasquez here, position number 12. Just entering start-finish lane. Slipstreaming each other. Trying to get that battle line with a little later braking point. Gado still fighting here, position 7. Pulled by James Ansby. So James Ansby is quite quick the last laps.
Yeah, I wonder if he's been saving some fuel to use it at the end to keep pushing, or maybe that he's been driving a little bit conservative with the tires, and then at the end thought like, okay, maybe I'll make a push. Oh, he's leaving track limits there.
Yeah, a little aggressive on the turn. Still following up there on Delgado. See inside how he's looking in this race. Just close and close, taking the inside line here. No room there. And now he can accelerate out due to the error in the braking point there. Delgado. So James Ansby moving up a spot again. Doing
nice.
Great. Position number 7. So up front, Joris is followed by Eco 9, Eco Asa. Eco. You should do that. And
sorry for
Chris Downing a third. That was blue flag there. And that's a 2-second gap to Asa and Oklainen there in seconds. With 4 minutes to go. Dan Breuker still comfortably in the 5th position. With quite a big gap to Ajit. So he's quite safe. Tommy Schetz 4th. No problems there. James Ansby still being followed. But not by Delgado anymore. But Constantin fighting, will Delgado here now? Can he squeeze out another spot up? So into 8th. Looks interesting, that fight. Back to first gear here.
We only have 3 minutes left, so I'm really curious to see if there's going to be any changes.
Yeah, well, if it's one chase, this probably is it. So,
what's the gap between Ansby and Chattari?
Ansby is 1.4, 1.2 moment.
So he might be able to get him maybe.
Yeah. Even less now, so 0.5 and dropping.
Yeah, he's really close.
Yep. Just getting into that slipstream, finding the right braking points. Turning a little wide there. to reduce some throttle. And that's dropping him back a little in the gap. Interesting fight here. Taking the inside line, or trying to take the inside line for James Asby. Delgado behind Ansby there, followed by Constantin. Quite a narrow pack here for position 6, 7, 8 and 9.
I can't remember a moment when I've seen so many cars so close besides the start.
Yeah, this is quite interesting to watch. Let's see
Well,
if we can do anything.
On the final lap.
Yeah, we're almost heading into the last minute of the race, so
Yeah, final lap just announced by Jordi Sanders. So guys,
come on,
we really have to
come
push.
on.
1.5 lap to go for though. So Jordi Sanders comfortably leading. Blue flag there. Don't know why, but probably from some back marker. Let's go, James. You can do this.
oh, it'd be really nice if he was able to overtake you in the last part.
And it would.
Oh, he's really close.
Gonna get braking spots. Taking the inside line here. Accelerating.
Come on, you can do it.
So this is the corner to outbrake him. The inside.
Grab the inside line. Oh
Unfortunately
no.
not. So you see Delgado.
Are there any rules, such as in Formula 1, that you can block X amount of times, or does not? Is it infinite in GT3?
So Jordi Sanders just finished first.
Oh,
He
nice.
can take the racing line and sub to the. Oh!
Oh!
There goes Ajit!
No!
James Asby moves up in the last lap. Delgado as well.
But I wonder, did he touch him? Did they have a touch?
I think he lost it there in that corner.
Ah, okay. Nice.
Wow. So James Asby moved up in
Nice.
sixth. Nothing less for Ajit, of course, but the pressure was really there. So last corner into start finish, moving up to 6th position for James Asby. Delgado 7th, congrats there. Vergeffen is 8th, yeah, 8th. And Chilteri falling back to 9th. Ooh, that's a shame in this last lap. Everybody in the back. Jamie Ellis still finishing up, last corners. Just Barzans entering pit start finish here. Roen Weideman, last turn. And finishing as well. Well, if you can see in the chat, I just not saw that happening, I think. Losing 3 places due to that, yep.
He says, what was that last lap? You go for the dive into that corner. I think maybe an incident report might come out of that.
Yeah. Interesting to see if that's something due to the pressure or if it was really a hit. Interesting.
Yeah.
So we've got Jordi Sanders first, Isano Kleine second, Chris Downing third, Tom Schetz fourth, Stijn Breuker fifth, James Asby fifth, Delgado, I think it was fifth, Delgado sixth, Vergeffen seventh, Filteri 8, and that's unfortunately to his last lap. Let's see if we can go to the post-race room. Sean?
Yes, let's go, man. I'm waiting.
Nice.
I'm just trying to check if I can get a few extra people in there.
Yeah, let's get some interesting quotes from the drivers. Let's see if James want to comment on that overtake.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to get James in there. So.
All right, let's move.
Are we moving to the post-race interview?
Yep.
Let me check.
We are there.
But no drivers yet. Ah! We have one.
Hello.
Hello! Welcome!
Thank you.
Session number 5.
Number
Yeah. I'm kind of feeling like Berg. Never on the podium and an unexpected result this weekend. So
amazing drive. It was really cool to see you out there. Really consistent.
yeah, I think I was in a gap, so I was lucky for I think 75% of the race. Like only car 10 seconds ahead and then about 8-9 seconds behind, which made it somewhat more easy to stay consistent because there wasn't any pressure.
Yeah.
So how was the opening lap? Was it clean?
Well,
Some touching.
yeah, but I had to. No, he wasn't around me. I had to let Schet go, which I kind of expected, and I was under a lot of pressure from Van Geffen in the Bentley. And yeah, I made a lot of mistakes because of the pressure going with 2 wheels off track, going a little bit wide, going a little bit too much over curbs. Because he was like 2/10 behind me for a couple of laps. I couldn't even see the track behind me because there was this big Bentley in the rear view mirror. But then I think he made a mistake as well because he was pushing, and then there was a gap to Constantine, and he also made a mistake, I think. And then from then it was, I'm not gonna say smooth sailing, but it was
Clean air.
pretty okay. Yeah.
Yeah, nice to see. Nice to see.
A lot of points for Team Nissan.
Here we go.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Jordi San ending up in first and you in fifth, so that's money in the pocket.
Yep.
Sean, any questions for Martijn?
I was trying to talk to James Ensby to get him in, so I don't know if the question was asked. But you qualified, I think, a P5, Martijn?
4, yeah.
A P4. So, like, did you have a completely different strategy? Because I mentioned it during the race. It's really nice to see that you kind of moved out of that midfield and you kind of moved into that best of the rest spot. Is there anything you did differently coming into this qualification? Because it kind of started in quali that you put in a really good result there.
Yeah, I focused a little bit more on the quali for this race because, especially with the short races, that is important. And also, there's point up for grabs in the qualifying session. So, yeah, this week I did some more, hot lappy stints with three or 4 laps, trying to get personal bests. I didn't do a personal best in quali, but I was pretty close, and also the field was really close together. I think from P4 till P whatever, it was within a second. So I knew I had to gain a couple of tenths to be ahead of the pack, because usually I'm in the middle of the pack and it's tough at the start. So I think I'm really happy that I focused a bit more on this 1 lap speed instead of the race. And then I was lucky during the race that there wasn't a lot of pressure, so I could still be really consistent.
Nice.
So
great drive. Congratulations on your P5.
I'm happy. Thanks, mate.
Yo, guys.
Yo.
Hey. Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. Practice more for quali. I mean,
Okay.
especially in those sprint races, it's really important to just, qualify in front because, you're in front of all the mess in the back most of the time. And it's really hard to overtake on Branch Hatch, especially when the race is only 45 minutes. So, yeah, quali is very important. No, I think it was Nokalainen or yeah. hmm Yeah, errors from my side. Yeah, one time when I had like a 4-second gap or 5-second gap, I made a little mistake and it went back to 1 or 2 seconds, and yeah, then I had to do it all over again. Yeah, it worked out.
Should be back now.
I can hear you. I don't know if the rest can hear you.
Yeah, it has definitely something to do with the settings after the update. I don't know why, but we'll find out for next stream, of course. But I
Yeah.
should be back now, but I'm hearing myself double again. Sorry about that. Sean, your thoughts about the performance of Jordi today?
I think it was really nice. I was expecting a little bit more of a gap because we've seen in past races that he was able to create this comfortable gap at the front. So it was interesting to see that he had he had a gap of 3.5 seconds and then it dropped to 1.5. So and he just explained kind of why it happened. So my question would have been that. But yeah, I'm really happy for Team Nissan. So a great result. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Finally, Martijn is scoring some points as well.
Oh,
I'm not even going to say anything. I'm always scoring points, you shit.
Well, pressure is on, I would say, for the next couple of races.
Yeah, this is the new standard.
Yeah, I would say that. Talking up points and bets and money, that kind of stuff. Chris Downing is here. Position
Hello.
number 3 for today. Congrats, Chris.
Yeah, cheers.
So back in the UK, driving Brands Hatch.
I hate
was that the
Brands
difference?
Hatch. I don't like Brands Hatch.
Oh, that's a new one for me.
Silverstone's a much better circuit.
Okay, so next week we'll see P1 and Silverstone in 2 weeks.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sean, your thoughts about Chris' performance today?
I think he drove a pretty consistent race, as I mentioned earlier. That the first three, the P1 till 3, is really consistent, really clean. I don't know, and maybe Chris can give a bit more perspective on that. Was there a moment in? Did you have like, okay, I just need to make sure that I keep this P3, protect this P3, or did you at moments feel like, okay, maybe I can make a move for P2?
At the start, I just wanted to. I saw Tommy behind, and he was keeping a decent pace, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to fight with Nokalainen, is it? Didn't want to fight with him too hard, and then during halfway through, he was making a few mistakes, and I catch him up. I think I've got a chance, and then I think Jordi made a mistake, and then I made a mistake, and then Nokalainen started catching Jordi, and then I just didn't have the pace, and I was 2 seconds off, and then we had a lot of back markers. I mean, they did a pretty good job, but yeah, I didn't really have the pace to challenge P2. And I think the Ferrari, I caught the Ferrari in the corners, in the high speed corners. Slow ones, he got a bit away, and then down the straights, he just flew. So there was no way I was going to catch that Ferrari unless he made a big mistake. And he made a few small ones, but nothing enough to get me into P2. So it's hard track for 45 minutes. I think I'd have preferred it a bit longer, but Yeah, glad Brands is done. It's not my favourite track.
Well, at least congratulations on the P3.
Keep J.Hub's going, so that's another top 3 finish.
Yeah. We're equal again. Right, awesome. So we don't have Asa here. No, so unfortunately we have to move a little back. I see Mr. Hogeveen here.
Hello.
Hello. So how was your race today?
Mixed emotions. I had a very good training session. In the training session, I was already at least 0.6 below my PB. I never drove faster than 125.5, and I was 124.9 in the something. In the training session, in the qualification, I drove 1.24.3, I guess, something like that. So it was very good for me. I had a P12 and I was fighting for P10, 11, and 12 with 2 other guys. I don't recall exactly who it was. It was an Audi and 2 Audis, I guess.
Yeah, we
But
have seen
after
that. We have seen that
yeah.
slide here. Exactly. Yeah.
But after a few laps, lap 10 or 12, a black Audi, I think it was car number 3 in front of me. He lost control, spun out, and I couldn't avoid him. I got in the grass, and yeah, when you go in the grass with 170 kph, then you hit the wall, and then I had 25-second damage on my car, and so I lost about 1.5 seconds each lap. And with another 10 minutes to go, I had a pressure loss in the left rear because I got off the track again. And yeah, well, in a 45-minute race, I don't think it's a wise decision to go in the pit and to repair all your damage. So I just continue driving, and
yeah, we saw you making that decision exactly what you're describing there, and it was also what we were saying during the stream. Like you make the decision to go to the pit, and you're ending up as a back marker, or you decide to continue driving, and then it's losing time every lap. But still P12, I would say.
No, I finished P17 or P18 because of the damage and the time I lost each lap.
Okay.
But well, that's what I said. Mixed emotions, good qualification, good first half of the race. But after unlucky, unlucky incident.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not always the.
Yeah, it was a quick calculation, you know. What I say, you know, in a 45-minute race, you know, when you go, you have an in lap and an out lap, and then I know myself when I do such thing like that, then I'm gonna overdrive myself to make up, and then you're not gonna your lap times are not gonna improve, at least for me. So I decided to continue driving with the damage. Then it was an average of a second, 1.5 second a lap slower, but I P17, P18, I think. But
yeah, Sean, we were saying, right? We saw quite a few people making the decision to continue driving or making that pit stop. Actually, I think it was only one driver who made that decision to go into the pit.
Mm-hmm.
So quite interesting to see, of course, in that 45-minute stint that we had, that it still we ended up then in, as you said, P70. So mixed emotions, we can understand. Sean, any questions?
No, I'm all good. Thanks for the explanation.
Great. So I see Monsieur Van Geffen as well here, and then we I think have spoken to everybody. Let's see if he is alive. Yep, he is.
Oh.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
So expected.
Well, the thing was actually the last 2 races. Somehow I didn't have any pace, and I was like at the back of the field, and then I was like trying to figure out why that was the case. So then I was looking at my pedals, and apparently they were they had the wrong setting, so I was never braking 100%. So afterwards that I had the right settings and I started practicing again, now I saw that I had a lot more pace. So I guess that's why this time at least I could be. I was back a bit in where I was kind of hoping to be. And yeah, today the start was really nice. I gained 2 places really early on, and had some good pace. And being behind Martijn Brugge, I think he also mentioned something. But yeah, afterwards, I don't know. For me, during my practice, the car felt super stable, so I was just like pushing all the time. And today I also wanted to push, but maybe I was a bit too greedy on the throttle or something. But somehow the car was just getting away from me sometimes, and I had too many occasions that I almost lost it. And at some point, I catch the grass and I flew out and I had a little bit of damage, so I lost some places. And then from after that, I was just trying to find the pace again and to be a bit more stable, but never really regained it. So I think at some point, Ensby came flying by and was flying all over the place.
Yeah. So just from your perspective there in the last lap, what happened there with Ajit, Chowdhury and Ensby? Could you see?
Yeah, so I was actually quite a bit back because my pace was just, I lost it a little bit during the race, and so I didn't really see close up what happened. So I just saw somewhere in the distance every once in a while some dust coming up, and then at some point I saw someone getting very close, and Chowdhury indeed going off. So
yeah,
it's like, okay, maybe a chance to gain a position.
Free spot there.
I was even trying to get Delgado the last lap, but yeah, it was too little time, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it's.
But it was nice at least to grab them back. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, always not nice to see if people come together in not a nice way. It's a shame.
Looking at your lap times, you were actually quicker than Delgado during the race. So you were at a 124.9 and Delgado on 125.09. So 1/10 gap,
yeah.
But still quicker.
Yeah, I think it was sort of this. The car felt unstable today during the race for me a bit, and somehow I don't know why, and that's why I just like I could be quicker, but like the pace is not there, and I had a little bit of damage also after my crash. So yeah, I lost quite a bit of time, and I was I think most of the race with the back marker who had almost the same pace as me at that point. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we saw him driving there in the line.
Exactly. Yeah, I think I was holding him up. Also, I felt a bit bad. I think he didn't want to overtake me, but yeah, he had more pace at some point. So I think if he would have put him at the inside or something, I would have let him go because I felt a bit bad.
Sean, any remarks from your side?
No, it was an exciting battle to see those cars behind Ensby. It was really close to see those 3-4 cars. I think it's one of the more exciting moments of the race at the end. But yeah, congratulations on the position. Really nice drive. I think besides a few little incidents here and there, it was a pretty clean race for people.
Yep, I would say.
Yeah, thank you.
Nicely done. Position number 7.
Thanks. Yep.
All right, I think that's quite it, Sean, for today, even though to the streaming problems that we had.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for holding in there with us. We don't know why. We suspect it's because of Assetto had some updates that these issues are arising. So thank you again for hanging in with us. Sorry for the inconvenience. We hope to have these issues resorted in 2 weeks when we're in Silverstone.
Yeah, we're staying in the UK. Silverstone next in 2 weeks' time. So we're talking about October 26th. Looking forward to it.
Me too.
All right. Thanks a lot for you viewing, and see you in 2 weeks' time.